Hey friends, look where I am. I'm in a house. This is the first time in about 3 months that I've been in a house, but you can see, can you see Nova? I'm not gonna make it. She's right out there. Ah, I can't make it. That window that's kind of bright, she's right out there. She's right parked out. So I'm exhausted. I'm road weary. And there you go. Now you can see her when I come back a little bit. So I'm taking a moment here, and what's amazing is this moment I just happened to find the Rose Cottage. So I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. I visited a friend, and I'm staying here for a couple of days just to get my bearings, rest, and enjoy what a house is. I'm baking a sweet potato. I don't have to batten down everything 4 or 5 times a day. I'm learning a lot, y'all. And I wanted to invite you onto the road with me. So there's a couple of things happening. The school, her mystery school, the 9 months that I hold every year, that will be going into its 7th year, begins this weekend. So it begins in about 5 days. You are welcome. It's a deepening into everything I've ever talked about on any of these videos. Um, and I'm going to be teaching it this time, focalizing it from the road. My sense is I'm going to be nomadic for at least a couple of years. And I'm learning all the logistics of how to actually hold the school while I'm traveling. So we're going to go a lot of places. So you can journey with me that way, but also I wanted to, a lot of you have been asking, where are you? What's happening? And I do want to, it's fun and it helps with the loneliness to give an update every now and then, but I probably won't keep sending newsletters out about it. So there is a button in this newsletter, and if you click on it, it'll put your name in a special list. So when I do, maybe every 7-10 days, I'll do an update, tell you where I'm at, how things are going, if there's any exciting news, if we're going to gather in person, all those kinds of things. Is anything happening with Temple? Just all that stuff. Then I'll send out some of these updates to that list. The other place that these will come out is on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed already, you can subscribe and you'll receive these. But I'm not going to send out newsletters every time because you've been getting a lot of newsletters from me, especially as we're heading up to the start of the next cycle of the school. And all that's going to kind of quiet down real soon as I get into things. So do you want to come on the road with me? And if you do, then click below or subscribe to YouTube so that you're getting the videos. And what I'm hoping to do is to start transitioning as opportunities arise to in-person gatherings, in-person practices. We'll see, right? I don't even know where I'll be. As far as an update, I have 4 words for you as reflection on my first 3 months of living in my van. And they are free, lonely, wild, logistical. So I know some of you are just curious how it is. There's something romantic and there is something very free about living this way. I've been in Montana, I was up in Glacier. I'm still, I can't tell if I'm vibrating with it or yearning for it. The lakes that I swam in there and the water that my body was in. It was so pure and grand, like noble and magnificent. It was being in the presence, a lot of this for me has to do with helping my being remember what life really is. Everything's been so crazy. Everything's been so polarized and full of rhetoric, and the human world is real bewildered. And I can include myself in that. And all the guidance that I've gotten, especially when I was back in Ashland, was get out, Jumana, and get yourself on me, on the earth. Listen, be with me in all my forms. So that's what I'm doing. I was in the haven of, actually, I was on the coast with the redwoods and the rivers, the Smith River, before I left Oregon. Then I was in Bend for a moment. Then I was up on Orcas Island, the San Juans, which to me is the haven. It is so gentle there. I was there for about 5 weeks, and that was a healing time. It was hard in some ways. I had to feel a lot. Then I moved from there, and it was the wide open enormity of glacier in Montana, and the abundance. There was something about Montana, about glacier. I wasn't even going far. I mean, it was more beauty than I could even, it stunned me. I couldn't really work. I couldn't do much. All I could do was be present with what I was meeting. It was really beautiful, and everywhere has been so generous with me. That's what I would say. I felt a huge amount of generosity. And now I went through the Badlands, and that was epic. The Badlands are crazy epic. They're deep. In the Badlands, it's a place where 75 million years ago, I think, it was still ocean. So this is in South Dakota, in the Midwest. So up until 75 million years ago, it was ocean. And so what you see when I'll put a picture in the newsletter. When you look out on Badlands, it's this enormous landscape that's been eroded in all these amazing ways. And you can see all of these striations of color in the rock. And those are the record of time in the millions of years. You can see all the way through until when 75 million years ago was. And I realized I was looking at time. I named the picture that I took, "Behold, I am time." Because there was a huge thunderstorm happening over this vista of erosion, of the pure expression of time. That was the Badlands. Now I'm here in Nebraska. I knew this would be a harder bit of the trip for me, and it is. I'm tired. I'm midway between both coasts. All my people, although I have a dear friend here, which is really nice, and she's been really grounding. So I'm taking a moment. I'm getting sorted out for this final leg of the journey until I'll be with my family in Maryland. Then from there, the general kind of idea is that I'm going to head south through Charlottesville, through Asheville, possibly then spend a couple of months over the winter time swimming in Florida before I head back out west, the southern route. So probably through Austin and New Mexico and Arizona and up. Yeah, free. It is free. I have meltdowns and I have all the things and I'm still myself, but I can say that I feel better. This feels right for me. There's a way that there was something about sitting still in one place when I knew that place wasn't the place I was meant to be. That just wasn't true. This is true. So the discomforts of this are at least honest. I don't know where I live. I don't know I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I belong. And at least it's true. And there's something about, I think there's just something about being coherent in that, because in Ashland at a certain point, I just wanted to rip my skin off, like get me out of here. And it didn't make sense on paper, but there it was. So, and obviously I'm taken care of. The van has everything that I need. So I'm not in stress in that way, which is making it possible for me to actually be available to this journey. Yeah, if you want to stay in touch about this, I'm tired. I'm about to put myself to bed. It's herb day right now. So we've got the chamomile from Orcas. We've got red raspberry. We've got some red clover and some, there'll be lemon balm tincture later. We are going into bed for 12 hours and gonna wake up in the morning and see what happens from there. But here I am in the Rose Cottage. Very grateful, appreciating houses, even though for a while there I was pretty sure that I might never live in one again, because I'm like that. I got to Montana, I was like, I'm a Montana girl, I love it here, I never want to leave, you know? I got to the Badlands and I was like, whoa, not that I ever, no, I didn't want to stay there forever, but you know, I just kind of fall in love and, um, you know how it is. Anyway, I love you all. And like I said, just click on the thing below to put yourself on the list if you want to stay in touch with me on this band journey. And the things that are also that are along with this are, where am I going? Where is the school going? Where is Temple going to be? Who are my people? Who is going to claim me truly, deeply? And um, it's a deep listening time. And I know that I'm not alone in that. I know that your version of it is maybe not this, but I know that a lot of us are in inward or external transition massively, and we're all kind of asking the same questions. So I would love to stay in touch with you. It's very supportive for me because I get lonely and not terribly lonely, and that's starting to pass a little bit actually. Um, yeah, I would like to stay in touch with you. If you would like to be in touch with me and ask me your questions, especially if you're interested in van life, I think it's really important to learn from each other and just gather resources. Yeah, I love y'all. And her mystery school starts on Sunday, the 25th, the new moon of September. It'll be the 7th year. I'm currently creating the 3rd year curriculum, which will be the final full curriculum that I create for the school. And then I'll be moving into much more of more in-person retreats and things is what I'm imagining after this year closes. And the curriculum will continue. My focus will be on expanding and getting it on the ground. You are so welcome to join. If you have any questions, you can find us at support@hermysteryschool.com. Do not think that it's more than you can handle, either time-wise or otherwise, or even financially. It's on a sliding scale. There are so many ways that it has been created to meet you where you are at. And if you know that there's succor there for you, and that there's a deepening, and that you feel that this is where you belong and this is how you want to be held, at least one of the ways in which you want to be held over this next 9 months, then just ask the questions. Make sure you touch in, feel it out with us, and we'll see if it's the right thing, but we'll help you figure that out, right? And we're here, and the school is beautiful. Yeah, I love it very much. All right, y'all. Well, me and the Rose Cottage are about to call it a night. I love you. I'm wishing you all the most beautiful and wonderful things. And let's be in touch, yeah.